Dude, I update OBS once and it doesn't work at all, bro. All I've been doing recently, though, is shitting. Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Horror Hour, episode 21, I think. This is a little bit different of an episode. Oh, wait, I should probably do my thing. Welcome, everybody, back to Midnight Horror Hour! Okay, so this is episode 22, I think. And it's a little bit different. We're not playing any games today. I'm just gonna yap for a little bit. Down here at the bottom, we have pretty much every single game I played this October, and a little bit before that, whichever fucking month that is. I don't even remember. Anyways, we're gonna rank all these games, and the idea is that by the end of the year, hopefully, if I'm still doing this, I can rank every single game I played that year, right? But we're going to just start by month, and then we'll do month by month by month. And, yeah, I mean, let's get this started. Yo, hold up. Look at that, bro. It's way too bright to even see it. Mara no me? But it lights up. That shit's kind of sick, though. Ace is one of my favorite characters, bro. I got him right here. I got like a Chinese keychain of him. Look at that. We're going off track. Let's start with, I guess let's go with my more recent, like my first video. Okay, well, I didn't put any itch.io games on here. I'm gonna let that known now, because a lot of them were just like really short, and I'm gonna be honest, I forgot about a lot of them. So, what was like my first game? I think it was Dead Apples Dare, yeah. Dead Apples Dare. Dead Apples Dare was the second game I ever played, and that's its ranking. It was short, and it wasn't very good, and it lagged my computer a lot for some reason, unlike a lot of the other games on here that didn't lag me. It just wasn't that enjoyable, to be quite honest, and I think it's pretty unfortunate, because it did have a good idea, like a scary apple orchard. Like, cornfields are scary, so why not apples, you know? I could get it, like being chased through an apple orchard late at night. That would be fucking scary, man, because there's so many trees and shit. But it didn't deliver. It didn't deliver, unfortunately, and that means that this game is going in F tier. All right, next up, I'm pretty sure the second game I ever played was, or I guess this would be like my third. This game is trying to kill me. This game is trying to kill me. Was one of the best puzzle games I've played in a long while. That being said, B. I think the story kind of, like, you know when you're watching something, you're like, man, that was good, and then it gets like near the end of the story, and it's like Jujutsu Kaisen, where it's like, what was he really thinking when he was writing that? You know, it's like I just don't feel like the start of the story holds up with the end, you know? And for that reason, I'm putting it in B tier. Other than that, it was a very fun game, very well designed. It was very colorful, and it had a really nice art style to it. So I'm going to keep it in B tier. It might go higher, depending, but we'll see. Climb the Backrooms. Okay, if Dead Apples Dare is an F, it has to go up to D. Climb the Backrooms was, you know what, no. We'll put it in D. We're going to put Climb the Backrooms in D. It was boring. It just got boring really fast. After about an hour, I think my friends and me were out of it. To be fair, it was really late, and I was also playing Creepy Fishing, which I'm going to have to rank next before that. So, you know, let's just talk about Creepy Fishing. Creepy Fishing, F tier. Creepy Fishing was such a shit game, and it's my most popular video. How did I make it that entertaining? Was my Creepy Fishing video that entertaining to the point where people were like, yeah, this is the shit. This is the pinnacle of this channel. That was such a bad game. And all I did was yap the whole time. The whole time I played Creepy Fishing, I was just yapping. The jump scares, bad. The story, bad. The fucking graphics, the art, bad. You know, I'm not giving, you know, I try to give indie developers breaks because, like, they're indie devs, right? You want to give people like that breaks, but at the same time, Puppet Combo's an indie dev. So you don't get breaks. If you can't compare to the other indie devs, then you make shit games, right? Alright, I'm gonna stop ranting on creepy fishing. I know I have a big hatred towards it. And yeah. Okay, let's phobia next. Phobia. I'm gonna put phobia in C tier. Now, don't get me wrong, phobia graphics wise is very good, and even story wise it's pretty good. Very confusing at some parts though, and I didn't quite understand it. To be fair, I do play all my games very late at night, so you know how it is, right? You know how it is. That being said though, I didn't really enjoy phobia. The combat and everything, fine. But, I mean, like, you don't even get a gun until, like, 3 hours in anyways, so what's the point? Just make it, like, a full puzzle game at this point. And, the puzzles themselves, like, phobia is Resident Evil, basically. That's the best way to describe it, is indie version of Resident Evil. Or it tries very hard to be in Resident Evil, right? And it does have its own identity. It does have its own identity, I'll admit that. But comparably to Resident Evil, I'll cut them some slack because one person trying to make something that like a team of like fucking hundreds of people made, right? You got the puzzles wrong. The puzzles in Resident Evil, right, can be hard at times, but that being said, they're not ridiculous. And some of the puzzles in Phobia were ridiculous. I mean, there was like one part where I had to go and grab a gear from like a painting and figure out what to do with it. What, like, dude, you can barely see the gear in the painting, and then you pick it up and you just don't know what to do with it. And it's like a lot of other games where they have puzzles, if you pick up an item, it will at least tell you what to do with the item, or it will give you a hint. Like, this game is trying to kill me. That game gave me hints if I got stuck. And for that, I appreciate it a lot more than Phobia. But Phobia, it just... It's too difficult. It's too difficult. I'm gonna say it. I'll just straight up say it. It's too difficult of puzzles to solve. And there's so minimal ammo. There's such a minimal amount of ammo that by the end, since I hadn't unlocked the guns, because you have to do ridiculous puzzles to unlock every fucking gun in the game, I only had the shotgun and the pistol. I had basically like 5 bullets to go fight the final boss, so I had to turn on an ammo assist, or else it was literally impossible. And your game shouldn't get to the point where it could become impossible for the players to win, right? With ammo assist, we should be able to do this. Dude, indie developers, you don't have to make your games like ridiculously difficult. You know, I just... Phobia, conceptually, is a good game. Execution-wise, no. It's not. So, for that reason, it's sitting straight in the C tier. Alright, what did I play after that? I think I played Cursed Digicam. Cursed Digicam, this is a difficult one. This is a Chilla's Art game. And I know Chilla Arts is the GOATs of Japanese horror. That being said, I'm going to put it in B because I'm not going to let my bias get the best of me, right? Cursed Digicam was really good story-wise. It had really good stories. I didn't understand it first, and I did have to search it up, to be quite honest. But once I read like a comment on like a Jacksepticeye video, I think it was, I understood the story, and I was like, oh, this makes a lot more sense. Yeah, it scared me a couple times, but I think what happened is the translations got lost, right? Other than that, the gameplay loop was kind of just boring. It was pretty boring, but it wasn't a super long game, which is what made it less boring than like I don't know, Roadside Shawarma, which I'm gonna rank too. It made it less boring than that. Anyways, that goes in B, and I might change it around. I don't know. What did I play after Cursed Digicam? I think that's when I started Little Nightmares 3. So I started Little Nightmares 3, And I'm going to be honest, C tier. Little Nightmares 3 was a disappointing game. First off, Supermassive took over the game after Little Nightmares 2, and I think they just didn't understand Little Nightmares. Like, they got the story aspect down, but the story is more impactful in the first two games than it is in this one, where, like, Little Nightmares 3 has a good story at the end, not the first couple of segments. The first couple of segments, you don't even know what the fuck is going on, right? Where at the end, you're like, oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense. So, Little Nightmares 3 is in C tier. Art style, they nailed it. They nailed the art style. Gameplay, no, not at all. The puzzles were alright, but a lot of it was just like hiding in vents. Crawling through vents and climbing. There was so much fucking climbing in that game. I think like 30 minutes of my footage was just me climbing up ladders. That's not a joke. I just don't think they understood what Little Nightmares is in a way where, like, Reanimal, the demo for the new game by the same company, they understand, right? That kind of genre. I don't even know how to explain it. Little people. And dwarfs. Midgets. Cut that. Little Nightmares is like a certain type of horror game that's been done a couple times, and Reanimal nails it, while Little Nightmares 3 doesn't seem to understand what it's meant to be, you know? Like, it's like a remake. Let's take Shudder, for example. Shudder is, I think it's a Taiwanese film. I watched a video on it recently by Jungle Mist. Anyways, Shudder, when I originally watched it, I didn't even know there's a remake. The remake does not understand the movie that it's remaking. And that's basically what Little Nightmares 3 is. It doesn't understand what game it's based off of. And that's what makes it bad, right? So for that reason, it's going with Phobia. Actually, we're going to move it up to B, and we're going to move Cursed Digicam down to C. No A's yet. What did I play after that? Damn. I think it was Skin Freak, was it? Yeah, okay. Skin Freak, A tier. No doubt. No doubt about it. Skin Freak was my most hyped game for October. Probably my most hyped game for 2025 in general. Other than Borderlands 4, which was a letdown and a disappointment, and it fucking sucked. Especially as a Borderlands fan, I did not enjoy it. Anyways, Skin Freak. Puppet Combo, A tier. It did lack kind of puzzle-wise, because at some points in time, I just didn't know what I was doing. But unlike some other games, it did tell me what I was supposed to be doing, and I just completely fucking forgot, right? It was scary, it was unsettling, and it had a good twist, and it had a good story. Overall, there's just like, I can critique the other games more than I can critique Skin Freak, and that's why it's up in A tier. If I had more criticism for it, it would be lower, but I don't. Because all around, it was just a pretty, like, high-quality horror game from Puppet Combo. That being said, an even more high-quality Puppet Combo horror game. The Booty Creek Cheek Freak! S tier. This isn't even a joke. Like, I'm not even being, like, sarcastic or anything. Or what's it called? I'm not being, not serious? Ironic? I don't know. I'm not being... Like, this isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. I genuinely think the Booty Creek Cheek Freak is a very good game. Does it compare to, like, Skin Freak? No. It's worse than Skin Freak. But what it is like let's keep this in mind. It's a comedy horror game. A comedy horror game will never be as good as a non-comedy horror game. But for a comedy horror game, it's top tier. It's top of the line, right? It's funny. It's engaging, and it's scary. Conceptually, horror is supposed to be scary. It scared me. It's a good horror game. Comedy is supposed to be funny. It was funny. It's a good comedy. It's a good comedy horror game. Unlike Clown is Hungry, which I'm going to put in C tier, do I really need to explain myself? No. But Skin Freak isn't a comedy horror, and a comedy horror is a comedy horror, and that comedy horror is at S, right? I hope you guys understand how my like ranking process is, where like just because something's not as good as something else doesn't mean it's not the best in its genre, right? I don't know what these hand motions are where I'm doing this and this and this. And like, okay, no, I gotta explain it better. If I make an A tier horror game and somebody makes an S tier comedy horror game, they're still getting S tier regardless of if my game is better than theirs or not, because theirs is S tier in that genre, mine is A tier in the other genre. That's what I'm trying to say. So for that reason, it's S tier, right? Ooh, escape the backrooms. We're not even going in order anymore. We're just kind of fucking doing it all together. Escape the backrooms. I think that's B tier. This was the funniest game, but it wasn't trying to be funny. That's the thing. It was the funniest game I played, but it wasn't trying to be funny. And the gameplay loop was fine, and my friends and me did have a lot of fun, but we did keep on going actually. Even though the video says we got bored and quit or whatever, it was just because, to be honest, there was like another hour of footage. I just didn't want to edit it because it was really boring. So we got to the hotel, and by that point we just got bored. Like, there was a lot of burnout in that game, but it was pretty scary. It was pretty scary. It is pretty funny, and I've never laughed as hard as I did do that at one moment. I'll throw it up on screen now. Oh, I found where you put the keys to. Chat? Come here, safe room. Oh shit! It's not safe! Dude, it's not.
Why didn't she close the door?
But basically, yeah, so come here, there's a safe room. I shut the door and the monster just fucking rips open the door. It was really funny. I laughed and I cried a little bit. I was laughing for like 20 minutes. I had to cut a lot of it out. Anyways, Ludo. S tier. Ludo, by far, best story. Out of any of these games, comparably, it has the best story. It has good graphics, it has good design, it has good gameplay. The puzzles, easy to follow, a little bit difficult at times. I'll admit, a little bit difficult at times. Other than that, though, you gotta play Ludo. Or watch my video, obviously. Play it first, watch my video second if you enjoy it. But, Ludo is a very, very good game. I would say one of the best horror games I've ever played, comparably to a lot of other horror games like Outlast and Dead Space and stuff. It's up there, man. Good story, good message, good gameplay, somewhat easy to solve puzzles, and yeah, it was just fun. Good characters too, good acting. That's all I gotta say about Ludo. S tier, man. Just go watch it. If you don't know, search it up. You don't have to watch me. Just watch somebody else play it. It's such a good game. It's literally such a good game, and it's so beautiful too. Anyways, enough yap. The Floor Above, F tier. I'm sorry to the devs of The Floor Above. Your game is shit. I don't like anomaly games, but I don't like anomaly games that don't try anything new. And that big game basically didn't try anything new. Like, my recording failed for this one game, but Midnight Shift, that tried something new. You know, anomalies are walking into the store, and you need to, like, check their IDs and shit. I don't know, you have to search it up too. You also have to search up Shift at Midnight. That game is just good. It's a good anomaly game, where The Floor Above is just like, hey, does this room look good to you or not? Yes or no. Like, hundreds of other anomaly games have done that, right? Like Exit 8, that one Chill's Arts train game or whatever. A lot of anomaly games have done that exact same concept. You didn't make anything new. You took a template and you added a new face onto it. That's all you did. And that's why your game's going into F tier, because it's just boring. Like, it's not new, it's repetitive, it's not fun, it's not creative. You didn't create any new gameplay aspects or anything. You kept the exact same formula, the whole yes or no formula. And for that, it's F tier. You made a bad game. And you know what? It's okay to make a bad game. And I won't shame you as a dev for making a bad game. Actually, yes, I will. I literally just have been shaming them the last couple minutes. What I'm trying to say, just because your game is bad doesn't mean you have to make bad games. You, like if you're an artist and your art is bad, and you know your art is bad, and people say your art is bad, it doesn't mean that you can't make good art. You know, it just means that you're still trying. And you gotta keep trying, and you gotta keep on practicing, and you gotta keep on going until you make better art, right? It's like me with my videos. I know my videos aren't that good, and I don't really care about it, to be quite honest. I'm gonna have to use a different example, because I'm not trying to make my videos better by any fucking means. Okay, I've gotten into Gunpla, and my first couple of kits are shit, right? My first couple of Gunpla kits, I fucked up pretty bad, right? I started on real grade. That was probably my main issue. Anyways, I fucked up pretty bad on my first couple of kits, and now I'm getting better, right? Like, I've learned from my mistakes, and I'm getting better, and that's what I think these devs can do. You just have to make something you know? Don't make something that's just a template with a new face on it. Make something new. Make your own template, right? Make your own template and build off of that instead of building off of something that's been done 80 million times before, right? Why do you think... Let's think of it this way. Horror. Horror is a famous genre. Why do you think all these slasher movies are so popular despite the fact that they're all slashers, right? It's because they made a new template for it, right? Like Friday the 13th, Halloween, Scream, they have basically nothing in common other than there's a killer trying to kill people. That's it. But they all made their own template, right? And because they have their own template, it makes them all unique in a way, despite the fact that they're all technically slashers. That's the thing people don't understand. That part of creating something, you don't want to use a template that you can't make, like, that you can't add a lot onto. I'm not saying you shouldn't use templates at all. You can use templates no matter what you want. Like, go ahead, use templates by all I mean, but don't change a tiny aspect of the template if you're going to use it, right? Anyways, my dad just texted me, you're in this video now. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that if you take a template, make it unrecognizable, right? Like, in a good way. Make it unrecognizable in a good way, so you don't look like everybody else's. Or create your own template, which is way better of an idea, right? Anyways, I'm ranting way too long. I'm just yapping. Fear the Spotlight. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit weird because I'm going to probably finish it tonight, maybe tomorrow. I think I'm going to try doing it tomorrow. I have not finished Fear the Spotlight yet. I've only finished chapter 1. So for that reason, I'm putting it in B tier. It's like kind of my neutral tier, right? Blumhouse game. I hate Blumhouse. I hate Jason Blum. A lot of people in the horror community would probably agree with me. Fear the Spotlight feels PG-13. It feels like Blumhouse, right? You know, Blumhouse has this standard of making shitty movies, and I think they tried to break away from that image with Fear the Spotlight, but they still kept that whole PG-13 thing, right? Blumhouse, you don't have to make everything PG-13. Like, if you want to attract more than just 13-year-olds, you can. You just have to make, like, a more adult game or movie, right? And that's what I think holds Blumhouse back a lot, is that they want to make it so that they can distribute their garbage shit to as many people as possible. So they try to make it the least scary possible so they can get the lowest age rating possible. And it's like, Blumhouse. You have talent and you waste it. Fear the Spotlight is just a very generic horror game. It's very generic, and not in a very good way. And due to that, it's kind of just boring, right? The story is good, especially at the end. The story is pretty good. But that being said, the story is also very generic, right? You can, like think about it. Blumhouse had access to Five Nights at Freddy's, one of the most famous and popular horror games of all time. And they made a shit fucking movie out of it. Because what? Because they wanted preteens to watch it? Like, I don't get it. Like, you had such a good property, and you have so many people and so much money, and you made such a shitty fucking movie. And, like, it's just disappointing. Blumhouse, you're disappointing me. Anyways, next up, Roadside Shawarma. F tier. Do I need to go into detail on this? Okay, first off, it's on Roblox, so automatically it loses points, because, like, no matter what, a Roblox game isn't going to be that good. Secondly, it wasn't scary. Third, it was very repetitive, and the gameplay loop got boring. You know what? I spent, like, the first day in that game just folding chicken, lettuce, and whatever that fucking thing is called. I forget what it's called. But I spent the first day making chicken and lettuce shawarmas. Second day, chicken, lettuce, tomato shawarmas. Third day, chicken, lettuce, tomato, cheese, fries, whatever the fuck else was there. Why didn't you just give me all the ingredients from the bat? Right? Like, why? Or just make day one shorter and then give me all the ingredients on day two. And then add something new on day three. Like, could we not, like, get a press or something? I guess you don't panini press your shawarmas, but, like, some sort of, like, grill or something, and we can grill some fucking onions up or some shit. I don't know. Like, you have a concept and you made it shit. You're like Blumhouse. you get given, I guess you're not being given a property. You have an idea and you execute it poorly. And that's all I gotta say about Roadside Shawarma. Rip Current, I mean, it was alright. It was my Halloween special, so I'm gonna have a tiny bit of bias. Rip Current was not that good, but it did scare me a little bit, and I did have fun the whole time. I wasn't bored. Unlike a couple of these games, actually, just for that, I'm moving it up to B tier. Unlike a couple of these games, I was not bored at all while playing Rip Current. It was just a little bit short, and the gameplay was just kind of meh. But it was fun. And that's what I want in my horror games, is for them to be fun, right? But that's my ranking, man. So let's go through this really quick. S tier, Booty Creek Cheek Freak, Ludo. A tier, Skin Freak. B tier, Is This Game Trying to Kill Me? Little Nightmares 3, Escape the Backrooms, Fear the Spotlight, Rip Current. C tier, Phobia, Curse Digicam, Clown is Hungry. I started the fuck out of Clown is Hungry. D tier, Climb the Backrooms. F tier, Dead Apples Dare, Creepy Fishing, The Floor Above, Roadside Shawarma. Now, these games have chances to change in rankings when I play more games, but for now, that's where they sit. And that was it for Midnight Horror Hour, everybody, episode 22. And I guess I'll see you guys later. I don't know what the fuck to say, bro. Turn this shit off.